conference will now be recorded.
Good morning, all of you. Welcome to Mohansh Technologies. Today, we are going to be discussing about a very important concept called JSON. So, we try to understand what is JSON and all. So, let me continue with things like uh, collaboratory. I just want to open the collaboratory right now. Everybody can able to see my screen?
Yes, sir, I'm able to see.
Okay, I'm opening collaboratory right now. So, till now, so far, we discussed a lot of things and we discussed about functions and what are the predefined functions which are going to be available in Python. And now we will discuss about some more two important functions, JSON load and JSON dump. But before that, we try to understand what is JSON and all. There are two important things, methods, JSON dump and JSON load. And before understanding these two methods, first of all, everybody need to understand there is a concept called JSON. If you go for the web development, if you go for the data analytics, if you go for the data science and artificial intelligence or generative AI, so anywhere you go, there is a one important concept. Even web development, anywhere you go, JSON is a very important concept. Everybody need to understand. So that is the very reason I just want to give you a clear picture about the JSON. JSON is basically JavaScript object notation. JavaScript object notation. JSON is JavaScript object notation. And this is some textual format. This is a textual format. Okay, so everything is text. Text in TXT format, text in PDF format, text in PPT format. The same time, text in JSON format. Okay, so whenever you want to create the JSON files, you need to save with the .json format. .json format. That is the one important thing you need to understand. So I will create the file in the editor also, but I try to explain about the JSON first. I try to explain the JSON first, how the JSON structure will be and what are the different kind of formats which are going to be available in JSON. We try to understand. JSON is JavaScript object notation and JSON is not programming language, not programming, not programming, and JSON is text format. JSON is text format. JSON is using for store data and transport data between clients and servers. Transport data between client and servers. Between clients and servers. Between client and server. And one more important point. JSON is language independent. Language independent. Independent means for every language JSON is comfortable. For C language you can work with JSON. C++ you can work with JSON. Python you can work with the JSON. JavaScript you can work with the JSON. Java you can work with the JSON. .NET you can work with the JSON. So this is a language independent. For every programming language, JSON is comfortable. JSON is flexible. That is the why reason I am telling the point. JSON is language independent. And come to the one more important point here. JSON have two kind of structure. JSON have two kind of structures. JSON have two types. The first type of JSON is JSON object. JSON object. The second kind of JSON is JSON array. Okay. We try to understand only two formats JSON will be available. The one is a JSON object. The one is the JSON array. Am I clear?
Yes, sir. Array means list of data storing, right, sir?
It is a kind of list. Oh,
Okay, okay, got it.
okay. Let me go. And official website for the JSON is json.org. You go through the json.org, you can able to understand what is the JSON and all, and how the format will be for the JSON.
I mean, in
JSON
Python,
or
why
JSON.
JSON concept is coming, sir?
Python JSON concept is coming like whenever you work with the data analytics. When you work with the data analytics, compulsory JSON conversions needed. For example, you have the dictionary. You need to convert the dictionary into the JSON, okay, to store into the data frames, to store into the data frames in pandas. That kind of situation, JSON is very important. Okay. And whenever you are getting the data from the servers, whenever you are getting the data from the servers need to convert into the Python, or Python data convert into the uh, API or different kind of formats. Python data need to convert into the JSON. Why? Because JSON is the mediator, sir. Okay, programming, you have the list, you have the dictionary, you have the list, you have the dictionary in the Python programming, but this list and the dictionary servers cannot understand, or pandas cannot understand, or some other different kind of services cannot understand. They understand only JSON data. They understand only JSON data. So that is the reason this is a mediator. I will tell you where this JSON is working as a mediator. I will show. Can you see here? JSON is JavaScript object notation, JavaScript object notation, and lightweight data interchange format. I told you already, data interchange. So in the Python programming, you have the dictionary and list. In the Python programming, you have the dictionary and list. Or in the web development, in the JavaScript, you have the array and object. But array and object servers cannot understand. Servers cannot understand. In that area, JSON is a mediator. Okay, I am here. I can able to understand both of you. I can able to understand JavaScript. I can able to understand server side Node.js. I can able to send the data, receive the data properly as a mediator. So very important actually. In real time, any developer can understand this. Any developer need to understand it. Even cybersecurity people also have the JSONs. Okay, so internally there are some files which are going to be key files or key format files, something like any file in form of JSON only. Every programming can understand it, and it is flexible. It is flexible for the servers. It is flexible for the different other kind of systems. Okay, it is easy for humans and read and write. It is easy for machines to parse and generate. So for easy for machines to parse and generate. Can you see this? It is easy for machines to parse and generate. It is based on subset of JavaScript programming language basically. Now, one more important point here you can able to understand. JSON is a text format that is completely language independent. I already told you, language independent, but uses conversions that are familiar to programmers of many others. These properties make JSON as ideal data interchange language. These properties make JSON an ideal data interchange for language. I already told you. JSON built in two structures. Two structures. The one is object format. This is the object format. Object starts with what? Curly braces. Closed with what? Curly braces. Can you see that? Can you see that? Object starts with curly braces and closed with curly braces. Everybody can able to understand it.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
Mohansh.
Yes, sir.
So object opens with curly braces and closed with the curly braces. And inside this curly braces, you will be having key value pairs. Can you see white space and colon value? Key value, key value, key value. Same like dictionary. Same like dictionary. Looking like dictionary. But JSON have some rules actually. JSON have some rules. Inside JSON, string will be in double quotes only. But in dictionary, for example, whenever I'm defining a dictionary, I can use single quotes also. I can use single quotes, I can use double quotes, I can use triple single quotes, I can use the triple double quotes also. But come to the JSON have some strict rule. What is the rule? JSON, uh, it should be having double quotes for the strings. Okay, and one more important rule in JSON: key must be string type. Key must be string type. I will tell you the differences between the dictionary and JSON and come to the points. Okay, and one more kind of structure in JSON is array. Array, we know that array is a collection of values. A value can be any kind of data, and here also value can be any kind of data. It may be an integer, it may be a float, it may be a string, it may be a boolean, it may be a object, it may be array, it may be a null value. You can do anything. Array is collection of values, and values are separated with comma. Last value, do not keep the comma. And value can be any kind of data. Value can be a string, value can be a number, value can be an object, value can be an array, value can be an true or false or null. It may be anything. Okay, let me write down all the things here. So the first of all, I want to understand about the JSON object. Let me try to understand about the JSON object. I want to write down clearly about the JSON object here. Let me take as this one as text. Okay, JSON object. JSON object. Okay, what this JSON object is? It's a JSON object starts with the JSON object starts with curly braces, ends with curly braces. JSON object starts with the curly braces, ends with the curly braces. You can see this. JSON object starts with curly braces, ends with curly braces. Okay, let me do one thing. I want to keep here only. JSON object. Okay, starts with JSON object starts with curly braces, ends with curly braces. The first important point. Okay, JSON object is collection of key value pairs. JSON object is collection of key value pairs. Is collection of key value pairs. JSON object is collection of key value pairs. Okay, one more important point. Key must be string. Key must be string type. Value can be any kind of data. Value can be any kind of data. Value can be any kind of data. Ante enti, what is that? Value can be integer. Value can be a float. Value can be a boolean. Value can be a string. Value can be an array. Value can be a object. Value can be a null value also. That is a value kind. But key kind is compulsory string. Key kind compulsory string. These are the rules actually you have to follow. And one more important thing. In JSON object or in JSON anywhere, JSON array or JSON object, in JSON string can be defined with double quotes only. Double quotes only. In JSON, string can be defined with the double quotes only. Compulsory. Compulsory. No single quotes, no triple single quotes, no triple double quotes like dictionary. In dictionary, you can do anything, whatever you want. But in JSON, it is actually a rule. And key and value separated with colon. Key and value separated with colon. Key and value separated with colon. Key value pair separated with comma. Key value pair separated with comma. Colon means this one. Key value pair separated with comma. Last key value pair, do not use comma. Last key value pair, do not use comma, or don't use comma. Last key value pair, don't use comma. Is it clear, guys? Let me do one thing. I will keep all this text into the Sublime text. I will store the text now. This is JSON is something like a Sublime text I want to go for. Okay. In Sublime text, I will write down all the things. Then it is better. Instead of taking the comments here in the Jupyter. Okay. Let me do one thing. So I will save the file. Save as into our folder. Into our October 2 Python. Okay. Let me keep a file name as JSON notes. Let me keep the notes here. Okay, all the notes I am keeping here only. Okay, I'm just keeping the complete thing here in the notes, and I'm keeping this also in the notes here.
Sir,
Yes,
what
go
is
ahead.
the meaning of this word called object, JSON object?
Yeah, I will tell you. I will tell you. Wait.
So see that object in value can be any kind of data. In that also we mentioned object. So what is these differences and meanings?
Yeah, I'm telling about the object first. Okay, there are
Yeah.
two kind of JSON types. I already told you JSON have two types. The one is object type, one is array type. So first of all, I'm defining the object. Object is the kind of this curly braces open, curly braces close. Inside that, you should be provide like a key value kind of thing. Key value kind of thing. This is object. Can you see? This is object. Okay, let me write one simple example. Then you can understand how the thing is going to be happening with. Can I take example for this?
Yes, sir.
Okay, example. There is a employee object. Example employee dot employee object. Okay, employee object is the requirement actually. For this employee object, I want to have the object open, object close. And inside this I want to keep the double quotes only, employee name, something like Srikanth, string compulsory double quotes, double quotes. Remember, whenever you are using the string, compulsory double quotes. And key must be string. Key is not a number, key is not any kind of data. Key compulsory string. And the employee id or employee salary. This is employee information basically. Employee salary 57,000 or 56,000. And employee age something like 23. This is object, sir. This is employee object. This is employee object. This is employee object. And one more thing I want to take, uh, employee techs. What are the technologies he is expertise? He is expertise in Java. He is expertise in Python. He is expertise in data science. Data science. Now, can you see and observe? Can you see and observe? Key always string or not? Employee name string or not? Employee salary string or not? Employee age string or not? Employee text string or not? And again double quotes. JSON have some rule. It should take only double quotes. It can take only double quotes. And here I have the value. value is sometimes string, value is sometime integer, value is sometime integer, value is sometime array, value is sometime array also, value is sometime array also. But inside the array we have the strings again. The first string again double quotes, second string again double quotes, third string again double quotes. Am I clear, guys? This is object, JSON object creation. Let me see this JSON is valid JSON or not. Let me keep the emp object.json. Okay, save it as same folder, emp object.json. Whenever you want to save the JSON files, .json is the extension. .json is the extension. Okay, something is missing. Error is coming. Error is coming.
Yeah,
See, when
employees.
when I save the file, when I save the file by .json, it is actually showing the error. This is not a right JSON. When I save the file as
I think there
.json,
is a comma missing.
it is automatically, yes, it is automatically showing the error. Whatever the mistake you do, that will display for you. Okay, I want to validate it. I am writing a proper JSON or not. I am writing a proper JSON or not. I want to check it out. I want to validate it. If you want to validate it, you can copy this. You can copy this and go to the JSON validator. There is a website called JSON validator. JSON validator. JSON validator online. JSONlinked.com. It's a famous uh, application where you can able to. This is online editor where you can check with the JSON validation. I paste my JSON data here. I paste my JSON data here and click on the validate JSON. What is the button here available? What is the button available here? Validate JSON. When I click on the validate JSON, this JSON is valid. Valid means, what is the meaning of valid?
The
You don't
servers
have
can
any
understand.
yeah, you don't have any mistakes in this particular content. You don't have any mistakes. See, automatically structure is taking tree structure. Sir, this is very important for the MongoDB learning. Whenever you want to learn MongoDB, compulsory you need to understand JSON. Whenever you want to do the web applications compulsory JSON knowledge needed. Everybody JSON knowledge is needed, sir. In interviews also, people are asking about the JSON related questions. How the servers can listen the APIs. Suppose you are calling the API, na? Whenever client and server talking each other, Amazon, YouTube, Flipkart, Myntra, Ola, Uber, any application you take, Twitter, Instagram, WhatsApp, any application you are doing. For example, even your phone pay transaction also going with the JSON format only to the server. Even in Amazon, some object is loading, some data is loading here. When you open Amazon, this data is JSON data. How the data is coming here? Data is coming to JavaScript. Data is basically coming to JavaScript, but through the JSON. Through the JSON. I will tell you
You
one simple.
you
I will
mean
tell
from
you.
Amazon server to the browser? In browser, JavaScript is
Yes,
converting
yes,
JSON into this page. Huh?
yes. I will tell you now. Okay, this is the desktop. This is the desktop. This is the server, and this is the database. Okay, from the desktop, you are requesting something. You are requesting to the server. Whenever you are sending the request, server sending request from the client side through the JS. Okay, HTML basically using for designing purpose, that is different, and CSS using for styling purpose, that is different. But soul of the UI is JavaScript. JavaScript is the programming. JavaScript is the programming, and whatever the data, for example, you are entering the username and password and click on sign in button. You are signing. You are doing sign in for the application. You are doing sign in for the application. Here you enter some username. You enter some username. Here you enter some password. When I launch a first time Amazon application, first of all they need to have registration. After the registration, okay, sometimes with Gmail is on, okay, automatically it will open. Otherwise, the sign in option is there. In sign in option, you are going to be doing like this. When you click on the sign in button, what is happening, guys? immediately some request is going to be generating and sending to the server. Some request is going to be generating and sending to server. But server side, for example, server side there is Node.js available. Server side there is Node.js available, or server side some Python Django is available. Python Django. But server side programming, client side programming, both are different. Both are different. But whenever you are sending the request, directly this request cannot go. Directly this request cannot go. Okay, first of all, what is happening? This username, this password, and this sign in option, when you are clicking something, this information first of all storing into the what format? First
JSON format.
no. First this information storing in JS format. JS need to convert into JSON. JSON only understand by the API. Then only server can understand. See, then only it will hit the server. This is the process actually. First of all, JavaScript, it captured by the HTML. In HTML JS already linking, and JS data first of all need to converting into the JSON. JSON converting to the JSON is the form of API. This JSON is the listener of API in the form of API. That API is going to be understood by the server. Server understands only APIs, sir. Server understands only APIs, application programming interfaces, www dot something like so any kind of one URL, then one URL. Server understand only URLs. That URL, when you open the URL, you will be having the JSON, big JSON data. Understand my point? Now JSON is the mediator or not here?
So server understands only JSON, right? You are saying it
Yes.
understands only API.
Yes. API contained only JSON data. It may be a request API, it may be a response API. It may be a request API, it may be a response API. See, whenever you are giving the request means I am filling my details and I am asking the server, please open my website. When you are opening these are validation. These validations are going to be checking by the database if this user is available in the database or not. And first of all, this is processing your request and asking the database. This user is this username password is available in the tables or not. If the data is available, giving back, okay, this data is available, I am giving the home page for him. Okay, so whatever the home page he had, that again API, that API response API, again you are getting the response API back. Even this response also again response also API format. Again response also API format, sir, remember. Again response also in the form of API. Again this API, again this API, again this API. Tell me. Again this API in the
JSON.
form of JSON only. Again this API in the form of JSON only. Again this API in the form of JSON only. And again this JSON need to convert into
JS.
again JS. And JS have some parsing method. That parsing method is JSON again have some HTML content. This is the bigger process. This is the process which is going to be happening in the real time.
So
And
the
finally, when you log in like this, I can see the HTML data only. Here, this is the HTML data. All this is HTML data. If I open the inspector, can you see this is the HTML data or not? All the data is in the tags. All the data in the tags. This is HTML or not?
yes.
Any web page is HTML. Any user interface is HTML. But this HTML internally having the JS. This HTML internally having JS. That JS coming through the JSON API. Okay, I got the lot of data here. I got a lot of data Amazon related. Amazon homepage I got. This is the JSON data only. Data is JSON. Programming is JavaScript. Displaying is HTML. Data is JSON. I told already. JSON is a mediator. In json.org also you can see the very important point. These properties make JSON ideal data interchange language or format, whatever it may be. Data interchange. Interchange means what, sir? What is the meaning of interchange? What is the meaning of interchange? Anybody? What is the meaning of interchanging in real time? 1 second, guys.
Convert from one form
One
to
second,
other.
1 second, 1 second, 1 second. Suman. Yeah, so everybody got to understand this one?
Mohansh,
Still confusing, huh?
1 second here.
Hmm.
Here from if you take the request, the HTML, I mean our details will be converting from JS to JSON and
Yes,
JSON to API format. You are saying, right?
yes.
But API is not a format, right? It is a URL of.
It is a URL, but when you open the URL, it will have the content. Okay, I will show. I will show one thing. Just one. Give me 1 second. I will show. JSON free APIs for testing. Okay. Can you see this? This is the URL, right? JSON placeholder dot type code dot slash posts.
Hmm.
This is the URL. This is API in the form of API. So this is called URL. But when I launch this URL in the browser, you will be having the JSON data only. Can you see? This is the JSON data, JSON array. Array is collection of objects. The first object is first user ID 1. Second object ID 2. Third object ID 3. How your Amazon products are loading? Product 1, product 2, product 3, like that.
Yes, these are JSON data.
Yeah, data in the form of JSON, but
Yes.
JSON contained by the URL. When you launch the URL in the browser, then only you can understand. Not getting understand?
So that URL we are calling as a API.
API, URL, API, all the things are same, sir. When you keep in the browser, that is called URL, Uniform Resource Locator. Application programming interfaces, nothing but whenever you are generating something, when you are connecting with applications, that is API. That API, when you launch in the browser, that is URL in the form of HTTP something.
Okay,
Okay.
sir.
Let me go. Yeah, this one. When you want to send the request, that is in the form of JSON. When you want to receive the data, that is in the form of JSON. So JSON is basically mediator. In real time, this is very, very important. As a web developer, as a data analyst, as a data scientist, or as a AI engineer, any role you are doing, even for the cybersecurity people also, some files in the form of JSON only, some keys, some key files, whatever it may be, in the form of JSON only. Then you need to understand this JSON, very, very important. Some kind of signatures, some kind of locked files, Even in the cloud, this is very much important. Some kind of integrations, only you need to keep the JSON file for integrations.
But Mohansh, are we need to write the JSON data or else it will convert automatically?
You no need to, yeah, you need to write JSON data whenever it is, no. Whenever it is required, you need to write the JSON, but mostly you are parsing the data. Mostly you are picking the data. But whenever you want to convert your dictionary into the JSON, your dictionary need to convert. That's it. You need to write the dictionary first of all. In
Right,
Python, what kind of object types we have? What kind of collections we have? One is a list, one is a tuple, one is a set, one is a
dictionary.
dictionary. Am I clear?
Yes, yes,
Okay. For example, whenever you want to send something, whenever you want to give some request to the server, you need to keep the data into the list. You need to keep the data into the tuple. You need to keep the data into the dictionary, right?
right,
But when you keep the data into the dictionary, that is going to be converting as object,
correct,
JSON object. When you
correct.
keep the data into the tuple or list, then this data is going to be converting into the JSON array.
Okay,
Okay, so I told you already, list, tuple, set, these are different kind of collections, but dictionary is different kind of collection.
right.
Okay, this is the one kind of bag, this is one kind
So
of
the
bag, that is one kind
conversion
of.
we no need to worry, right? It will automatically.
No. That conversion have one method. If I want to explain that method, first you need to understand what is the JSON and what are the rules and all.
Understood.
I need to explain actually two methods. For those two methods, this much story I need to tell. But this JSON concept is important anywhere you go.
Okay.
You're learning Python means compulsory. Any programming you learn, first of all, you need to understand the JSON somewhere. You need to learn JSON somewhere. This is one kind of concept. Right. Let me go here. This is the JSON object, right? That is what. Come to the JSON array then. JSON array. JSON array. JSON array. JSON array is a collection of values. Collection of values. Value can be any kind of data. Am I right? Value can be any kind of data. Any kind of data. It means value can be a integer. Value can be a float. Value can be a string. Value can be a again array. Value can be an object. Value can be a null value or boolean. Null boolean. And here every value separated with comma. Every value separated with comma, and array defined with JSON array collection of values using by square braces. Okay, let me define one array here. Okay, employee array. There are multiple employees. Previously, I am defining only employee object. One employee is only available here. Srikanth is the only employee here. But now I have employees.json. This is array kind of data. Second kind of data, array kind of data. Okay, I need to keep multiple employees now. Not only the single employee, I want to have multiple employees. He is the first employee. Now, this is the JSON array. This is the JSON array containing how many objects? Containing how many values?
Single value.
Exactly. So this is the JSON array containing a single value. That value kind of object. I told
Yeah.
value can be any kind of data. It may be integer, it may be a float, it may be a string, it may be array, it may be object. Sorry, here it is object. Now this is object. The total object is one value. Total
Right.
object is one value. Am I clear, guys?
Yes.
Comma. I have the one more object, one more value related to the one more person. one more value related to the one more person. I already shown one example here, some post example. You can see this is one this is one value, this is one value, this is one value. Nearby 500 plus data is going to be available here. Totally 100 data, 100 object data, 100 value data. Same kind. The first name is Srikanth, second name is Ravali. Ravali getting 50,000 salary, and her age is 22, and she know only Python data science. That's all. In this way you can able to implement your JSON. Can I validate it? Is it valid JSON or not? I am writing something. I am writing something blindly. So I just want to validate it. This is a valid JSON or not. Let me go to the validator. Somewhere a validator is available. This one. No. Where is the validator? I closed. Okay, let me go. JSON validator online. JSON validator online. Let me open the validation and keep the validation. Valid JSON. Invalid JSON. Where is the problem?
Above comma is missing, sir.
Something.
Line
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is a
In
missing.
14th line also comma is there. 14th line comma is there.
Okay, good point. Right.
14th
Now
line.
validate. Now validate. Now JSON is valid JSON or not?
Valid.
Exactly. In this way, you try to understand the JSON. Okay, let me keep. Okay, so something is missing here, comma. Something is missing, comma, and some comma extra. Okay, right. Good. Now I need to keep this copy. This is the object.json, and see, colors are changing. Colors are changing. Why? Because this is the JSON file, and now here I am saving it. emps.json, emps array.json. This is the array kind data. Array.json. Yeah, no need to purchase. Got it. This is the JSON data. Everybody clear about it? Okay, I do one thing. I do one small thing. I do keep this object. I do keep this object here in the validation. I do keep this object in the validation. Instead of double quotes for the Srikanth, I am keeping the single quote. Why? Because my habit in Python is single quotes I can use, double quotes I can use, triple single quote I can use, triple double quote I can use. In that way, I can go like single quotes. When I go with single quotes, okay, when I click on validation, what is the problem? Invalid JSON. Why invalid JSON? You think like, sir, I'm writing correct, sir. I don't have any problem, sir. Some line is highlighting, sir. Which line is highlighting, sir? Second line is highlighting. Why second line is highlighting? What is the problem? You don't understand. That is the why reason you need to know the rules and rules of the JSON. You need to know rules of JSON. That is the why reason I'm telling the rules of JSON first of all. What are the rules of JSON? What are the rules of JSON? Tell me, what are the rules of this? In JSON, string can be defined with only
Double
string
quotes.
can be defined only with double quotes. Only with double quotes. Don't go for single quotes. Don't go for triple single quotes. Don't go for triple double quotes. Compulsory double quotes. That is a problem actually occurred here. So I just want to solve it. Okay, fine. I solved it. Yes, JSON is valid. Am I clear, guys? How the things are going to be happening with? Okay, let me go. This is my Python editor. In Python editor, let me define a dictionary. Dict1, dict1, dictionary1, or emp1, or emp. Emp is equal to, I can go like 1 colon Srikanth, same thing, 1 colon Srikanth, 2 colon Ravali, 2 colon Ravali, and 3 colon Govind Babu. I'm sorry, 3 colon Govind Babu. What I'm doing here? What I'm doing here?
Writing a dictionary.
writing a dictionary, but dictionary, I'm giving the keys as numbers.
Yes.
I'm giving keys as numbers, and Ravali have single quotes.
Hmm.
Govinda Babu also have single quotes or triple single quotes. You can go with the triple single quotes. That is comfortable with the Python.
Hmm.
Comfortability with the Python. But this employee, what is the type of this employee? You can see the type of employee. You can just check the type of employee. Check the type of employee. 1 second, guys. Okay. That is a type of employee. Am I clear? Let me execute it. Okay, it is a dictionary. It is dictionary. Dictionary is working, right? Dictionary is working. Dictionary don't have any rules and regulations. It is working fine. But in the case of JSON, it will not work out.
Yes.
In the case of JSON, it will not work out.
This key should be a string.
Yes. Okay. Let me define something. Maybe it will employee JSON. I'm trying to writing it. It take or not, I don't know. It take or not, I don't know. But I'm trying to writing it. So whenever it is JSON, I should go like keep the data JSON data. I don't know it will work or not. I'm just checking. I'm just checking. Okay. Type of EMP JSON. Okay. This is taking as dictionary only. Okay, fine. Right. That is Python. In Python, it is taking as a dictionary only. But that how it can work with conversions, all the things we will see in the next class. See how you can convert dictionaries into the JSON and JSON to the dictionaries. We will see in the coming class, upcoming class. And please share this message with you with your friends, guys. Every day I'm telling this is important. October 20th, we are going to be starting this particular sessions. Please go ahead with this. Okay. So that is what actually the thing. Please try to do practice with the JSON and create more and more JSON files as your wish. I'm taking employee, you take student, something different, product, whatever you want, but you try to explore it. Okay, try to explore with more and more examples. I hope everybody got understand about the JSON.
Yes, sir.
Right, guys. Let's continue session tomorrow. Please like the video, share the video, subscribe the channel, and comments, please. Comments are needful. That's what actually I want to tell you people. Bye for now. Have a good day.